Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Portal Masters of all ages. This is Brylander with PortalPowerTV, and we are coming to you with another episode of Skylanders RE-MAGINators. And that's where I take another character of some kind, one that already exists out in the world, and try to recreate them or reimagine them using only the parts that Skylanders Imaginators has to offer. And today, as by the thumbnail suggests, we are doing SEPTICEYE SAM. Now, most of you that click the thumbnail already know who SEPTICEYE SAM is. For those of you who do not, most of you may have heard of Jacksepticeye. And SEPTICEYE SAM is Jacksepticeye's logo. It's like the little green septic eye eyeball that Jack has as the logo on his YouTube art channel. YouTube art on his channel. So this was actually requested. This is a fan request by Becky Fazbear, and she's got her YouTube channel. It says Rebecca Monroe, and then she says by Becky Fazbear. So I'm not sure which she prefers to be called by, but Becky, this is a shout out to you and for the suggestion. And so I'm actually, I looked at it. I'm saying, hey, that would kind of be funny, and went ahead and wanted to make SEPTICEYE Sam as a life ninja. And so we're going to go ahead and create this creation crystal.
Welcome to the Creation Crystal, Portal Master. Here you can create your very own Imaginator. First, choose a battle class. Each class uses a unique type of weapon.
And as I said a minute ago, you know, there's not an awful lot of opportunity to make ninjas in Skylanders Imaginators. And the reason for that is because basically the ninja character for this game is going to just be a head with arms and legs. There's no body, there's no torso to it. So that kind of rules out an awful lot of characters. But in this particular case, it works perfect. So let's go ahead and create this ninja.
Ninja Imaginators are small and nimble, trained in the way of the throwing star. Are you ready to create a ninja?
We absolutely are. So we're going to create the ninja.
A new ninja is born. Now, bring your imagination to life.
Alright, so here we go. We've got our life ninja created, and we are at level 7. Actually, just a little break in the video there. You may or may not have caught that, but went ahead and leveled him up to level 7 so that we can start our creation mode. Before we do that, though, I do want to go ahead and do one more shout out to Ethan Barlow. His dad's name is Matthew. They are basically on Instagram as Buckeye's Pokemon Trades, and they've actually been in the Skylander community for quite a while. Him and his dad, or me and his dad, used to kind of trade back and forth on Skylanders whenever I found one a little early and they weren't being released where they live. I'd get it and send it to him, or vice versa, and stuff like that. So they've always been great Portal Masters, and also I think they're obviously, you know, quite into the Buckeyes as well as Pokemon, all the trades, trading cards and stuff like that too. So check them out on Instagram. And but we're going to go ahead and move forward and get into creating SEPTICEYE Sam. And of course, this guy is really super easy to create. There's not a whole lot to him. And we are obviously looking for the eyeball at this point for a head. So let's search for the eyeball for the head. And that will be our start.
Ready?
Okay, there is our Eyeclops, is what it's called. It's basically just an eyeball. And then what we're going to do is we'll go down to the eyes, because this will actually control what that eye looks like. So we're just going with a human eye. So that kind of switches that over a little bit. And then we do not have any ears on SEPTICEYE Sam. And then for the arms and the legs, we're actually going to leave them as these star legs and eyes, so they're hardly seen when you're down in the game. So that way it just looks like a kind of a floating eyeball, so to speak. So I'm not going to add arms or legs to this guy, but we are going to add a tail. And the tail that I picked for Septiceye Sam was, I think it's called Rudy Tail. There's a couple that would work, but I actually went with this one right here, the Rudy Tail. And that's because the very end of that tail almost looks like the nerves from the severed, the eyeball that's kind of been plucked out of its socket. Kind of give that look there, so it kind of looks like a nerve, the optic nerve, so to speak. And as far as the weapon, personally, I picked this Pinwheels of Death to go with, because Jacksepticeye is just all fun and games and whatnot. It just seemed like the most fun and kind of representative of Jacksepticeye. So, and then I do not. Well, I do have gear. We didn't put any headgear. We didn't put any shoulder gear. Shoulder guards is what we use. So here's the shoulder guards. And the reason I went ahead and put shoulder guards on them is because, as you can see here on the Ninja class, the shoulder guards do not show up. So it will not distract from the look of our character, but at the same time, it'll give us the powers and stuff that we would want to add to level ourselves up. So it really doesn't matter what I pick at this point. I just wanted something that's going to be add some armor and some speed to it. So this one's got like 32 armor and 16 speed. I think this one here has 30 armor and 18 speed. So kind of a toss up. Let's go with a little bit extra speed just to help us out. So we'll just pick these, the chompy shoulder guards. Plus they're kind of green, so it stays in the theme of everything. But that's pretty much it as far as the look and everything. And then as far as the size goes, everything, he's a really small character, so he's going to be low to the ground. We want the upper body cranked all the way up so the head size is as big as it'll go. And then muscles, crank them all the way down so the arms and legs are small. We want the tail width. Let's turn this around so we can see it. I'm going to crank that all the way up. So big old optic nerve going on back there. Maybe we can crank it down just a little bit. There we go. That looks a little better. Not quite so puffy. And then the lower body, we want that as small as possible. So we really don't see anything except just the eyeball and the tail, there besides the weapons that we're using. And then color, this is pretty simple as well. Went part themes and stuff like that, but there are no there's only the eyes and the tail are the only thing that are set to color. So trying to see here, I've got this blue, let's see, right here, as far as the part of the eye, and then the green is because his eye is it's a septic eye, so he represents it as a kind of a greenish color, and that was the color that kind of looked best to me, showing off that green color. So anyway, that's it as far as color goes. So kind of spinning it around, all you see is just the eyeball with the nerve, the optic nerve hanging out, and that's pretty much like his logo. So that's all we have there. I think I put an aura with him, and I think I went stinky. Yeah, so we've got like this, because the septic eye is probably going to stink to high heaven because it's just like rotting, So we got this green stinky fumes around it. We'll go with that. And as far as his powers, I just put the throwing stars sending everywhere around you, so it kind of makes it hard for your enemies to get close to you. That's kind of cool to have that. And then the poisonous pestilence, I really like that because it kind of leaves like a cloud of stench behind that'll actually damage your enemies, and that's kind of appropriate too. And then his secret technique is the party popper, and we picked that. He's just throwing out some bombs, ninja mines, and when you throw them and hit them with your ninja stars, it makes them explode. So it kind of gives you a little bit of a ranged attack as well. And of course, you can see down here his stars near and far is his soul gem power, which is teleporting. But at this point, we won't be able to play with that because we've got to level him up a little bit, get some 4,000 coins to be able to buy that. But Anyway, and then personality, name is SEPTICEYE SAM. All right, there we go. And voice, you know, I've watched some of Jacksepticeye's episodes, and I've never had him where he's used Jacksepticeye in a way that actually gave him true personality. So in this particular case, I think if it gives us the choice, I think it gives us a choice to have no voice at all. That's what we're going to actually pick. So we're going to go with just no voice. He's basically a logo after all. So there we go. So we have no voice. And on style, I actually did pick a style for him. I went with squishy. And that's because he's kind of a squishy eyeball. And if he were to bounce around, whatever like that, it's just going to make some squishing noise. So did I pass it right up? I was talking. I wasn't even paying attention, was I? I wasn't even paying attention. Where did it go? Oh, maybe that's the... Sorry. So all right, we're going style on this. His voice is nothing. And music and effects, that's where we got that at. So his effects are going to be squishy. Right there. And then I don't know on music that I'll even bother with music. Let me look. I did. And it was just to have a little bit of fun with it. There we go. Went with the SKA. I don't even know what that means, to be honest with you. Call me uninformed. But there is our Jacksepticeye, the SEPTICEYE Sam, and there's him running around, just a little green eyeball, leaving a stinky trail behind. How does that look to you guys? Let's pull him off the portal, put him back on. Let's look at his magic moment. So there's this little nerve map, trailing behind him.
Surprise attack.
And then as far as it's kind of funny because you really almost don't notice the arms and the legs. And he just looks like an eyeball moving around with that optic nerve. That really looks funny. That turned out better than I expected. That's funny. Oh, I'm hoping that Jacksepticeye sees this video. That would be hilarious. Have him comment. So there's our bombs, and if I hit them with these ninja stars, it makes them blow up.
Skylander. And ooh, those baddies had a chest full of gear you might be interested in.
Alright guys, hands in the air. Who hates blobbers? Oh my gosh, he is so annoying, is he not? And he's the only person and only voice they give when you get chests like that. He keeps making the same comment. They couldn't even voice him with a separate or an extra voices or extra lines or anything like that. There's a couple times where I can't remember when it occurs, but you actually get Flynn that'll say something about your chests. But I'm trying to remember when and where that happens. So, but anyway, running around, stuff like that. We've got look, we're catching him in the air. That's awesome, huh? What do you think? I think it works. Definitely it was fun, I'm sure I'll probably keep him in the crystal this way. And just from time to time in some of my other videos, we'll pull SEPTICEYE Sam out and play him at a level just for fun. So I guess Jacksepticeye, if you happen to get to see this video, get Skylanders Imaginators if you don't already have it, and make yourself a SEPTICEYE Sam in the game. All you need is a life creation crystal, and I'll chirp this guy out here in a minute, and you can even follow my instructions for making him. Look at that. He's just throwing all these ninja stars every direction.
Huzzah
Nobody
for
can even get close.
Skylander. And ooh, those baddies had a chest full of gear you might be interested in.
And how did Blobbers get all the way over here from where he was before? Alright guys, so I think we forgot to chirp her out, so this actually may be an insert into the video. I've got the creation app here started up, so if you don't know how to download that and get it and what it's all about, there's some quick instructions and how you can learn a little bit more about the Skylanders Creator app. Here are the instructions for downloading this. So the noise I'm about to make will actually download this version of SEPTICEYE SAM into your Creator app and follow these instructions to get ready and receive. And then here goes the chirp in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so now back to our regularly scheduled program. That's what I want to know.
New headgear.
You know, I have not used a single character where I've used that Fire Dragon helm yet. Maybe I'll have to design one of my own. Or can y'all think of a Re-Maginator that would use that? I can't. Alright, well, we're going to end that video here. What do you guys think about my SEPTICEYE SAM? Do you think it's cute? Do you think it was stupid? What would you change, if anything? That kind of stuff. So if you feel like commenting down below and sharing your thoughts, I'll be more than happy to listen to them. And I don't get to respond to all comments, but I do try to respond to most. So if you guys are interested in that and maybe getting a reply from me, don't forget to do that. And by all means, if you like this video, don't forget to like it. Subscribe so you can find out more, and then ring that that bell, notifications bell, so you know about that stuff, new videos in the future, that kind of fun stuff. So anyway, guys, this is Skylanders with PortalPowerTV signing off. See you in the next video. Take care, and God bless.